proud of their Jowl Panthers. They know with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Way to go, Jowl Panthers! For information on the City of Jowl, call 395-3340. That's 395-3340. The City of Jowl, 309 South Main Street. The City of Jowl is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Way to go, Jowl Panthers!
My name is Alan Scott, and you wouldn't have any real reason to know that except I'm on the radio. But
I mean, your
I,
voice sounded familiar.
I feel like I knew you, man, because I've watched you play quite a bit. I watched you play a lot of basketball too.
No, I never played
You never
basketball.
played basketball? I
Oh,
could have sworn you did.
no, that's not my thing. Not a good dribbler.
Not a good dribbler. You're a good baseball player too, man. Didn't you pitch?
Yeah, I did.
I thought you did. Yeah, and in fact, the first time I got to see you play quarterback was the last year that you were here.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
What's the guy?
Oh man, it's pretty
All right. I think that we got everything plugged in. I am here for Market Day, where I was broadcasting on Kicks 103, and it's Alan Scott here. And we have a 4-0 score. And we are in the top half of the third. 4-0. The visitors sitting in first place in district, these Loving Falcons, and they have some bats on this team. They can put them out, and they, in fact, have hit one over the fence already today. And when I covered the Loving Falcons at Jow, doubleheader, game one, they put up 10 in the first inning, 11 in the second, had a 21-run lead. So they can spank the ball, but they had 2 at the end of the first inning. So Eunice did a good job keeping them from having that huge inning. 10 runs, 11 in an inning is nothing unusual for the Loving Falcons, who sit in first place in district right now. Throw down to second from Eunice. Close. And called safe. And Eunice Brain Trust not going to agree much with that call. Throw was a little left of the bag. But Eunice is at bat here, down only 4-0, and against Loving, being down 4-0 is actually a good score. Because you got to keep them within reach. And it's a nice day down here, not a ton of wind. It's blowing right to left across the field. My first chance to do a softball game here. But this facility, every bit as nice as the boys' baseball facility, and if I had my way, every game I did would be at Eunice, because the booth is new, it's nice, they've got power right where you need it, they're air-conditioned and heated. Football stadium is awesome. And it speaks a lot to the economy down in this part of the county. After waste control specialists and other folks had moved in here, the uranium disposal industry has done a lot, not only for Lee County, but for Andrews County. And part of that has drifted into sports facilities for the Eunice Cardinals. Three balls and one strike, no outs here. Top of the third. That's popped up, and it's going to be out of play. Yeah, I heard somebody in the stands right on the pipe, and usually you say right down the pipe, but that one was right on the pipe as it went up over the backstop. And you've got fencing here, which is an alternative to the netting that you see at a lot of stadiums. That's hit high and deep out toward left and gone, and it hit a passing car out there. Hit the top of an SUV. Do you get any extra points for that? Get a half run for that? I'll tell you what, on a more serious note, that now bumps the score up to 6-0 Loving. And so their bats have come through once again. Every now and then you see a team that just has the right personnel in the right batting order. And every time I've watched Loving play this season, they have done this. Not only are they good hitters, but they string together hits, and then they can hurt you with the long ball too, as we just saw. So 6-0 Falcons, but it's early on, place 7, so plenty of time for the home team to rally. But with no outs here, you got to try and limit your damage and get back up to bat if you're Eunice. That is Catherine Montoya, number 11 at bat for the Falcons. 2 balls, no strikes on her. And that's going to be low and in. That'll be 3-0 now on the hitter. That's a good pitch from Stinson. That's a called strike. Seems like just yesterday I was watching her pitch because I was. She pitched in relief last evening at Zhao, a game the Panthers won. Eunice had an 8-7 lead late in that game, and in the top half of the 5th inning, Zhao's bats came to life, and they put up, it was 8-7. They put up 5 and wound up winning that thing 12-8. Did not have to bat in the bottom of the 7th. 6-0 here. That's high and away. Two balls, no strikes. On the hitter, Callista Torres. Runner at first, and we had a long ball clear the bases prior. 3-0. Gets the call on the outside part of the plate. 3-1. And that's a base on ball, so you got Falcons now at first and second. Nobody out, and Samantha Kozart, a good multi-sport athlete for 11, will step in. That's fouled down the third base side toward the dugout. Oh, 1 delivery coming from Stinson. And she gets that call over the inside part of the plate. Pretty generous strike zone from side to side from this guy. And you're liking that if you're a Cardinals fan. A little chopper out in front of the plate. Catcher throws to first. The throw is wide. And Kozart will stay alive, and another run will cross the plate, and that's going to make it 7-0. I want to thank our sponsors. Always great support from the community of Eunice, and they include Eunice Pump and Supply, the City of Eunice, Eunice Schools, the Eunice Clinic, Redbird Gas Company, Eunice Wrecker, Cardinal Hardware, Parker Energy, We couldn't put these games on the World Wide Web without our sponsors, so please do business with those folks. They support the kids and the community by helping us provide the public service. We provide you guys at HobbsAmerica.com, and in this case, the Eunice YouTube channel, Eunice Sports YouTube channel. No one out here in the top of the third inning. In an important district matchup here, probably more important to Eunice. Loving, I don't think's lost the district game, unless they lost one yesterday, and I don't know who would have beat them because Jal and Eunice were playing. So they sit atop the district. Eunice and Jal are competing pretty hard for that second spot. And the Panthers got the win yesterday. Three and one. Runners at second and third for the Falcons. And that will load them up. Brooklyn Rodriguez will step in, number 8. And what you'd really like here is a double play ball, even if a run came in. But you'd really rather have the force out at the plate if you can get it. Fastball is a called strike. Good pitch from Stinson to go ahead 0-1 here. One and one. The count on Rodriguez. Sacks are full of Falcons right now. It's going to be away, ball 2. There's the pitch. That's high and away. 3-1. And the pressure really, of course, as you might guess, is on the pitcher here with the sacks full, and you've got a 3-1 count. You don't want to walk that run in if you can help it, but you don't want to serve them up a cream puff either. Hard grounder to third, and the run will come across as it scooted out of the glove of the Cardinal third baseman. So that is an 8-0 lead. And still nobody out. You would have hoped there to knock that down and maybe at least get the out at first. Because everybody's running, or maybe flip it to second, but nobody out now. And so more opportunities for the Falcons here. That's a ball. Now, bases remain loaded after the run came in. And Rodriguez was able to get to first. Stinson to the plate. And 3-0 count now. They show bunt. And that's going to walk the run in. There's probably no worse feeling when you're a pitcher than to walk a run in, but then all of a sudden you become self-conscious, you know, and you're like, man. But you have to pitch your way through it and just hang in there and keep doing what you know how to do. Score 9-0. Took a little something off that one and got the called strike. Oh, 1 count on the hitter. Bases are still loaded. That's going to be outside, 1-1. Alicia Martinez is your lefty hitter there for the Falcons. That one's outside, 3-1. And I should change the innings on our scoreboard. We are in the 4th inning now. And they're going to have a little summit at the mound. And while they do that, I'm going to let you hear from some of those great sponsors I was talking about a few minutes ago that make our coverage possible on the World Wide Web at HobbsAmerica.com and the Eunice Sports YouTube channel.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Eunice Public Schools is proud of their Eunice Cardinals, the Eunice community, and the staff of Eunice Schools. Eunice Public Schools has anchored itself as an integral part of the Eunice community and takes school safety very seriously. Eunice Schools have continually provided a quality education for the students of Eunice through good times and bad. The Eunice School District appreciates the Eunice community, and they're proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Eunice is on the move. Are you ready?
All right, we are back, and ready or not, the Falcons just continue to score runs here as the new pitcher, Michaela Pierce, inherited a 3-1 count and then issued ball 4, so that brought one in. And you just saw the other one come in, so now it's 11-0. And we are in the top half of the 4th inning here. And that's hit hard and out of the park. That's a grand slam. You can see, I was not exaggerating when I said that they have loaded bats on this girls team from Loving, and they do, because Eunice has pretty square up pitching. They're pretty good. But the Falcons know how to put the bat on the ball, as you saw right there, and it's 15-0, folks. One thing that does, and nobody wants a grand slam hit against them, but it clears the bases. At least you don't have 3 runners to worry about and somebody batting. That's a fly ball out toward shallow left center, and it's going to fall. Maybe have the play at second. And out at second. And that has got to be a great feeling for the Eunice Lady Cardinals to get that first out of the inning. as the visitors had put up 6. They were up, I believe, 9-0, heading into the top of the fourth here, and now 15 zip after the grand slam. That's a 2 that have left the yard here today off the bats of Loving. That's hit high and deep out toward right, playable, and good play out there to catch that one. 2 down. Cozart will step back in. A big cut at that one. 0-1. Pierce will come to the plate. That's inside. 1-1. And that's going to be in the dirt in front of home plate. Ball 2. Three balls, 1 strike on the hitter now, Samantha Cozart. Fastball is high and away, ball 4. That'll put Cozart at first, but 2 down. Stroked out towards short, a 1 hopper, a little toss to second. And that will retire the side, but not before the Falcons get 6 more to take a 15-0 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching and listening to Eunice Lady Cardinal Varsity Girls Softball at HobbsAmerica.com and the Eunice Sports YouTube channel. I'll be back.
Eunice Public Schools is proud of their Eunice Cardinals, the Eunice community, and the staff of Eunice Schools. Eunice Public Schools has anchored itself as an integral part of the Eunice community and takes school safety very seriously. Eunice Schools have continually provided a quality education for the students of Eunice through good times and bad. The Eunice School District appreciates the Eunice community, and they're proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Eunice is on the move. Are you ready?
Okay, we're back. The Cardinals trying to rally here as I sit and talk with a former Eunice baseball player and football player, Conager Pierce. Michaela Pierce is his sister, and Mason Pierce, his older brother. And they're a well-known name here in Eunice, and I've had the pleasure of calling their games now for a while. So, Matt, are you just home visiting this weekend? Did you come home to see your girlfriend or what?
We got a week off. We start our first conference, or like the conference tournaments next week.
Uh-huh.
We're actually number 1 in our conference right now.
Are you? Yeah, Conager here sitting next to me is doing some baseball playing for Luna Community College up in Las Vegas, New Mexico. If you've never been there, it's a nice community, and they used to before the whole film industry exploded in Albuquerque. Shoot a lot of movies in Las Vegas because the neighborhoods can be used as other locations, other states. Some of the older neighborhoods, they don't jump right at you with adobe. They're more classical architecture, and they've got a nice plaza there, nice restaurants. They've got Story Lake just outside of town, I believe it is. And it's a nice, small northern New Mexico town, settled up near the northern mountains. And I've called a lot of ball games up there for the Lovington Wildcats. And some basketball games, too. And that's one down for the Cards, who are in a hole here, 15-0 against Loving. 2 down. You are correct. It's nice to have a real baseball player up here, man. I'm going to be good today. That is fouled back. Off the glove and off the backstop. And Michaela Pierce is your batter right now. There's the pitch. Bunt, laid down, foul. Two down in the inning and a 0-2 count on Pierce. Fastball is away. Good job to hold off that one and not take the swing. 1-2. That is fouled back in close off the hands. Kina Granado is your pitcher right now for the Loving Falcons. That's popped up behind the plate, and it comes down on the roof. Count will stay at 1-2 with 2 down. Nobody aboard for the Cardinals here. Foul back right toward the camera here. Count will even up at 2-2. That is fouled off down the right field side of things. Yeah. She is going, putting up a long at bat, fighting off pitches here, just trying to stay alive. And you got to do whatever you can do down 15-0. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Pierce trying to keep the inning going. There's a hard shot right back over the pitcher. Handled at second and overthrown at first. So it's going to be an infield single there for Michaela Pierce. Ball had a lot of spin on it. Came down in front of the second baseman, and she's pretty quick. So she was pretty much already at first. Before the throw could be made and caught, so a runner for Eunice now with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Melanie Nieto will step into the box. Swings at that first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. That's chopped foul down toward the dugout, Eunice dugout. 0-2. Granado with the fastball. Gets away from the catcher, and Pierce will take second on the play. Granado with the fastball low, right through the legs of the catcher, and a little bit of a tangling of the feet at third. You saw the third baseman go down there as Pierce came into the bag. And we had an interesting little case of runner and shortstop colliding in Eunice yesterday. As the play was being made, they wound up, and as most times it goes as interference on the runner, but it took them a long time to decide which call they were going to make. But Pierce stands at third, so if Nieto can manage to get a little base knock, he would at least get a run in and have something on the scoreboard if you're Eunice. Discussions go on here. So they will meet at the mound. I guess the umpires are going to talk. Well, I know what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and I'll be right back. It's 15-0, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down for the Cardinals here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests.
Provided a quality education for the students of Eunice through good times and bad. The Eunice School District appreciates the Eunice community, and they're proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Eunice is on the move. Are you ready?
All right, we are back. Getting set for more play-by-play down here, and it's all loving so far in this game. But if one team can put up 15, the other one can too. That is fouled back by Nieto. I'm going to take the liberty here if he'll put him on. I'm going to ask Conager Pierce to slip on some headphones here and do this one with me. He's keeping score here at the ball game, and I've been chatting with him, so now you guys will be able to hear what he's got to say. And
Fouls that off.
That's Perfect. And you're a standout athlete back in your day. What goes through your mind when you come home, man, and watch games like this? Do you miss the high school days, or are you all excited about being in college and playing up at Luna now?
Well, man, it's pretty cool playing at Luna. That ball's popped up to the first baseman. That's third out.
And that will get us to the top of the fifth.
That's ball game.
Oh, that's ball game because of the 15 runs.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I would get you on board right around the time this thing ends, man. Well, though, it's a nice treat to talk to you. 15-0 is going to be the final, and in 4 innings. And, boy, that's never any fun being on the receiving end of that kind of a game, is it?
No, sir.
Did you guys, I don't recall when you were playing, you guys ever having to chew on that one?
No, not too many times. We've been pretty fortunate. We did pretty good all my high school year. We never lost too many games, but
what's Hayden Dean doing now?
heck, he's right in the stands over there.
Oh, is he really?
Yes, sir.
He's a feisty guy, man. He was a heck of a competitor, that dude.
Yeah, he's the type of guy you want on your team, but you don't like playing against, man.
That's what I said. And playing some basketball once, I went up to Taos, I think it was, following the Cardinals in the playoffs one year, and he pretty much was about to throw down with one of these guys up there at Taos because he got shoved into some metal bleachers, you know, diving for a ball, and he wasn't appreciating it much. And that's what I said about him. And I'm like, he's not a mean-spirited kid. He plays hard. And he's like, man, if you're going to come at me, I'm coming right back at you, is what I would say about him. But I always enjoyed watching you play, man. What are your best memories about your high school years? What do you look at and say, man, that was great?
Well, man, it was pretty cool winning state and football. I think the coolest part was winning state in baseball, man. Eunice just had a tradition of winning in baseball. We had the most state championships in the whole state. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the whole state. I knew for sure it was Lee County.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like last year, ranked throughout the whole state, all classes, we were 12.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we only lost one game to Lovington, but we played a lot of 4A teams. We beat Portales 3 times. Played some Texas schools. We were really good at baseball last year, man.
Yeah, man, I would have liked to have been on board for some of that, but you guys have a good crew down here. Jimmy was watching his daughter run track, I think, today over at Texas Tech is one reason I had to come from Market Day over here.
Chloe Jones.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I wish it had turned out better for the Eunice Cardinals. Nobody wants to have to quit in the 4th inning at a 15-0 score, but Eunice has a solid team. And when you get to the playoffs, did they take the top team and then the second team from each district? Do you recall?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Each one of them is different.
Well, in 2A, it's kind of it's a little different. A lot of teams make the playoffs because there ain't that many teams.
Right. I run into the same thing when I'm doing 8-man football up in Tatum. You're going to get a lot of teams.
I got a bunch of buddies from Tatum. Sam Harris.
Yeah.
Ranley Kruger. They're pretty good guys, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hang out with them tonight.
Are you? Ranley Kruger, that guy. You know, he's a hard player on the inside. Get some rebounds for you. Get some putbacks. You know, when you need them. I always enjoyed watching him play. Did he go to Sol Ross or somewhere over there?
Yeah, he went to Sol Ross and. He played a lot of special teams and stuff like that. He transferred to WT. He's going to be an agriculture major.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. And,
cool.
Then I think Sam does play football for WT.
He does?
Yeah, he does.
Nice. How'd you wind up at Luna, man?
You know, man, I had a couple of different football offers and stuff and, some baseball offers. But I don't know. I feel like really the best place to go is a JC because you can really – develop yourself. Yeah.
You know, I'm with you on that one. And being a baseball player, and I enjoyed it because I did TV in Albuquerque for 17 years, and so I was into the Lobos, and I went to college at Eastern, and the junior college, being from here, has really turned out to be a great thing for the community. It's been there a long time, but Ray Birmingham has such a thing going down there, then went up to coach the Lobos. Did you ever have thoughts of maybe playing baseball at NMJC?
Or
did you want, like everybody else, want to get away from home when you got out of high school?
Yeah, I'd be pretty I don't know. I kind of wanted to be kind of on my own, just learn to grow up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I know We actually have a coach on our team. He used to play for Birmingham. He went to UNMO. Jared Mang. He's a pretty good dude.
Yeah.
Man. But no, I don't know. Get away from home.
But Birmingham has made quite a name for himself, and he represents this part of the world well. And he had some national titles to go with it there at NMJC, if I recall. And so you talk Southeast New Mexico baseball, and it's hard to have a conversation without bringing up Ray Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
And the Thunderbirds have had some pretty good athletic programs over the years. So thanks for coming on with me. I wish we could have called more of that game.
Yes, sir.
But it was good to see you, man. I'm glad I ran into you, and we got to catch up a little bit because, you know, you do games for kids over the years, and I've done thousands. And then they go off, and unless you talk to their folks or somebody that knows them, you don't know where they went. So
Yeah.
it was nice to catch up with you, Conacher Pierce.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, too.
I enjoyed talking to you. Good luck up there at Luna Community.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Have a good afternoon. And thanks for you guys for watching and listening, even though it didn't go the way we wanted today. 15-0, the final. Falcons win it. And for Jimmy and the crew, I'm Alan Scott. Glad to substitute and get part of this game on the air for you. And you'll be back to your regular Eunice crew next time. And when you're playing the Jal Panthers, look for me. I will be there because I'm covering baseball and softball for Jal this year. Thanks to Max and Tiff back at One Radio Square for all the great backup work that they do. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody. It's Alan Scott on HobbsAmerica.com and the Eunice Sports YouTube channel. So long.